Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back if you're new here. Hi, I'm Rhoda. Today I am finally trying RMS. It's a brand that I've really been wanting to try out and it's taken me this long, but that's okay. Better late than never. I picked up the new RMS Hydra setting powder. I picked up the shade medium and I can't wait to try this out. And I also picked up one of her new bronzers and I picked up the shade Beachwalk. Betty, I think that'll work for me. And I also picked up one of the Hydra powder blushes in the shade Maitai. So I want to get these all in the face and see what all the hype is about. Let's start with the setting powder. I do have my face all done, my foundation's on, my concealer's on, but I have not powdered at all. I left it up to this guy. I want to see how this works under the eyes as well as setting the whole face. This comes in 3 shades. They're very sheer with a hint of color. There's light, medium, and deep, I believe, and I picked up medium. And because it has a range and it's just a hint of color, I thought maybe the medium might work better than the light for me, but we'll see. This powder is talc-free and lightweight, minimizes pores and blurs imperfections, sets makeup, delicately hydrates, provides a natural, smooth filter effect, won't cake or settle into fine lines. That I like, and visibly reduces shine for 8 hours. So we'll see. So I really like the packaging. It comes with a puff that's very puffy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's really thick and nice feeling. And then you have a lid that keeps all of that loose powder from escaping when you open up the package. But I have to say it's a little bit difficult to open. There we go. All right. Okay, so you have this lid here that clicks on. It's got the little RMS stamped in there, really cute. And then you have your powder in here. So I'm gonna just put a little bit on the cap. I don't think I'm gonna use the puff. I think I'm going to just start with my under eye area and use my Real Techniques brush that I love for powder under the eyes. And let's see, I'm gonna swirl this in the palm of my hand just to get a feel. It's a very silky smooth and kind of like it disappears into the air. It reminds me a little bit of the By Terry loose powder, just from my first feeling of the product. But let's see how it works under the eyes and see if it has a blurring effect. And I think this shade is not too dark for me, which I'm really happy about. It seems to work because I don't like to add more pigment to what I've already applied to my face. I don't want it to change the tones that I already have applied with my concealer and with my foundation. So it does seem to be very sheer with a hint of color. I'm going to take it down the T-zone here, and it definitely blurs. It definitely tones down any shine, and it does have that soft focus effect, that blurring effect. It feels very silky, very silky and smooth. Oh, I like that. So I don't know if you can see the difference between this side, the shine that we have going on there, and this side. It's almost just given it it's not too matte. Like it's not mattifying everything, but it's just blurring everything. It's blurring the skin. It looks beautiful. A little bit on this side as well. And watch that shine disappear. Then I'll get it under this under eye. I like it. I do. It feels very lightweight, very extremely finely milled. I notice a little bit of a sparkle in the powder, but that does not translate on the face. I'm not seeing any glitter particles or anything like that when I apply it, which I would not want to do, especially under my eyes. So no, this is very impressive. I'm going to do the rest of my face with my Hourglass dual-ended brush. Get that all over because I do want to set the whole face before we go in with that Redimension Hydra Powder Bronzer. What I don't want is to mistakenly add too much product because I found that I could easily do that with the By Terry one that this is very much reminding me of. And then you end up with more than you actually need, but you don't realize you're putting that much on because it's so kind of just disappears and is so undetectable at first. But I don't see that happening here. I just want to know how long lasting this will be. That's the one part that I cannot tell you right now, but I will definitely leave a comment, either a pinned comment or I'll leave it in the description box and let you know how this wore and if it kept oils at bay and kept that soft focus look throughout the day. So, and also it says it's never supposed to cake up. It's never supposed to get into your fine lines. And that is another thing that I'm going to have to look out for. And I will definitely let you know. All right, moving on to the Hydra bronzer. I picked up the shade Beachwalk Betty. This shade is supposed to be for fair skin tones. The other option was tan lines, but I don't like my bronzers too dark. And so I thought this one might work for me. It is a very interesting color. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. It's got a very interesting, like gel-like texture. But let's see how this one works on me. I have a feeling it will work. It doesn't look too cool. It doesn't look too warm. It looks pretty neutral, but has that special something in there that I'm really liking. So let's see how this looks on the face though. Grab my Patrick Ta dual-ended brush and let's get this on. I hope it doesn't look dirty on me. Well, this has a little bit of like a reddish undertone, but it's not like orangey warm. It just has this very unique undertone to it and I kind of like it. I think it looks really nice. Like it's not too contoury and it's not too yellowy. It has a little bit of a glow to it as well. It's not glittery, it's glowy, you know, but not over the top glowy. From the pan, I expected it to be a little bit more glowy than it is, but it has just enough glow, just enough glow. This is kind of reminding me of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk bronzer that I love so much. Just the shade is so different. The Armani in the shade 90, which I use, has much more of a golden undertone. I'm going to town with this, eh? I'm not, I don't think you can over apply this. I just want to keep putting it on. It looks really good, really good. But in my eyes, and I'm not sure if it's translating on camera, it looks more like a blush shade on me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe tan lines would have been a better bronzer shade for me. I'm not sure, but I'm not minding it at all. I actually kind of like it, but it doesn't look as bronzy as I thought it would, unless my eyes are deceiving me. Don't know. No, I don't think they're deceiving me. That's what it looks like to me when I see myself in the monitor and also when I'm looking in the mirror. Yeah, I see kind of like a blushy tone, and that's from that reddish undertone that this has. But like I said, I'm not minding it at all. Get it on this side as well. So I picked these up from the RMS website. I had to wait a little while for them to ship it to me. If you're in Canada, they do sell RMS at Shoppers Drug Mart, but I've never seen it in any Shoppers store. And when you go online, they don't have the Hydra setting powder, number one. Number two, they don't have the bronzer. They have a bunch of their other products, and they do have the blushes, but not all the shades, and they're all sold out except for one. So, I mean, they carry it. If you like any of the other RMS products, then it's an option for you. I do want to try their highlights. I think they look really, really nice. Again, I looked on the shopper's website and they don't have the shade that I want. They only carry like half of the shades, which is so strange to me. But anyway. Okay, so I am mindlessly applying this bronzer like I have nowhere else to be. I just can't stop putting it on. I really can't. I'm loving building this up and I love the way that it looks. Looks great. I'm gonna just dash it across my nose too. Get that bronze nose situation happening. All right, okay, that is the bronzer in Beachwalk Betty. I just find it looks so natural. That's the way that I would describe it. It looks wonderful. It looks like it just belongs there. Okay, moving on to the blush. I picked up the shade Maitai. It's a beautiful, beautiful peachy golden shade and I can't wait to get this on my face. This is in the same formula as the bronzer, that gel to powder like finish, and it doesn't have any chunky glitters in it from what I can see. So I'm assuming, you know, this is your highlighter blush combo, but I am hoping that it is not like the Rare Beauty ones, because I did not like those. They emphasized everything on my face that I didn't want to be emphasized. So let's see what happens with this one. And start getting it on my face here. I assume this will work beautifully with the bronzer underneath because they are the same formula, and that is always a plus. This is so pretty. Okay, so now I have this luminosity on my cheeks. It looks beautiful. There is no sparkle, no glitter, just a glow, and it is not emphasizing anything. It looks beautiful, smooth, amazing. I love this. This is so pretty, really pretty, and I love this shade as well. This is just adding, you know, a little glow to the cheeks, right? And it doesn't deposit too much pigment so that it's overpowering. And, you know, normally I'm afraid of blush. Like, I don't like it to be too prominent. I like it to be there, but not there. And this is stunning. Look at that beautiful, beautiful glow, but it's very subtle, very subtle. This is just the right amount of glowy, right? It's so gorgeous. And I wouldn't add a highlight. You could, of course, if you wanted, but this provides just the right amount. It just brightens the whole face up. And I'm so happy right now. Almost forgot to boop the nose. Get that on there. I want to add more. I just want to keep adding both the bronzer and this blush. And I'm all blushed out, you know. There have been a lot of blush releases lately that I've reviewed, that I've tried, and I'm like, wow, another blush. But yes, another blush, because this is what happens when you try. You score sometimes. This is beautiful. Definitely think I want to pick up some more shades in this, for sure. This is very mature skin friendly. Okay, this is if you want glow and you love the glow, but you're worried about, you know, fine lines, and you're worried about pores being emphasized and anything you don't want emphasized to be brought to light, this will be your best friend, because it's just so smooth and silky and it just blends right in. And even though I'm blushed out right now, like I have blush on, it doesn't look like I have a ton of blush on. Just like I said with the bronzer, it just looks like it's meant to be there. Oh my gosh, I love this. Boy, am I happy I picked these up. These products are making me want to try a lot more from this brand, and I have a feeling it might quickly become one of my favorites just based on this first experience. The one thing that I will reserve judgment on, as I mentioned, was the powder, only because I need to see how it will last and how long this effect will stay on my face, because so far I don't see it settling into fine lines at all. This smoothness is still there. It all just looks beautiful. And especially for under the eyes, I'm very, very picky with what I apply under there because I have so many fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes. If I use a powder that is too heavy, then it will inevitably cake up and look gross and settle into those lines, and it's just not a good look. So I do want to set my under eyes. That's why I go in very, very lightly, but I do want it to be effective. I want it to have an effect. I want it to make my concealer last longer, and I also want to smooth that area. And so far, this is looking wonderful. But again, I will update you either in a pinned comment or in the description box. I'll add a note there, just letting you know how long it lasted. But so far, so good. Okay, let's talk about this bronzer in Beachwalk Betty. I was surprised with how this tone looked on my face. It looked kind of like a blush because of the undertone, but I don't mind it at all. It's very, very unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. I love how this feels. It's got this silkiness to it. It's just, I love it. I love it. I love this so much. It just looks so silky and natural and beautiful on the face. And I think I actually am going to pick up tan lines. Originally, I thought that might be a little bit too dark for me for what I like, but based on how this performed and how just so soft it is, I think I could get away with tan lines, but we'll see. I will be trying it for sure. And finally, the blush, as if we needed more blushes, but you know what? Doesn't matter. This is so nice. I love this. This looks so smooth, so smooth on the face. It just, the only way I keep on describing it this way as very natural, and that's what it is. But there's a beautiful luminous glow on my cheeks right now, and nothing is emphasized. All of these work so well together. The powder, the bronzer, the blush, it just all comes together for this gorgeous look. And I am loving my cheeks right now. I'm loving this whole, everything that's going on. So even though I have enough blush to last me about 30 years, I'm going to pick up some more shades because this was so easy to apply. You don't have to be scared to over apply this. I think you saw how much I put on. It just kept on putting more and more on. It didn't build up and look, cakey or too much. It's so nice to be so pleasantly surprised when trying a new product. And this is very impressive. Very impressive. My under eyes just look so smooth. My whole face looks so smooth. I love this. All right, that was a short and sweet review, but a really great one. Everything that I have on my face today, I'll have linked in the description box below. Be sure to check it out. If you choose to use them, they are affiliated links, no cost to you. They're there for your convenience. If you use them, wonderful. If not, no problem. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have not already, please do consider subscribing to my channel. That would be awesome. And I will go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Bye.